If your teen refuses your help with homework or shuts down completely the second you talk about school, it's definitely not a sign that they don't care about doing well. It's actually a sign that they're really struggling in school and they don't know how to ask for help, and they certainly don't know how to say yes to your help. Instead, their only defense mechanism is to push you away. Today, I'm going to help you create a system that gets your teen the academic support and accountability they need without you having to beg or convince or threaten them. I'm Annie Adjen. I'm a certified ADHD coach. I work with parents and their kids to help them all really deeply understand ADHD, learn how to manage it really well, and ultimately tap into its many gifts. So your teen is not avoiding you when it comes time for homework. They're actually avoiding their own feelings of their own perceived academic inadequacy. They're also trying to avoid your disappointment in them, which they believe to be true, even if you're not disappointed. Maybe you are, maybe you express some disappointment, maybe you don't, but it doesn't really matter because the ADHD brain defaults to putting the worst construction on themselves because that's what RSD does to them. RSD is rejection-sensitive dysphoria, and it's a constant distorted thinking or rumination that sounds like, well, I'm always the problem, so why should I even try? Or no matter how hard I'll work, I'll never live up to anyone's expectations. Or the other students understood it the first time, so I don't dare ask a question and sound dumb. This chronic sense of rejection comes from the inside. It's not put there by you, although parents can unwittingly make it worse. You have a teen with an overly sensitive brain to criticism, correction, and even encouragement is deflected. RSD makes teens of ADHD interpret most of life's feedback as, yep, it's me, I'm the problem, always have been, always will be. So you can imagine under that barrage of all that rapid fire self-criticism, when mom says, hey honey, what's homework looking like tonight? The painful RSD sends the ADHD system straight into fight or flight. And this is why you will never get a response that sounds like, oh yeah, no mom, those inverse functions are really hard. Do you think you could help me with algebra tonight after dinner? So you're gonna have to scaffold homework with a little creativity and a really good system. What doesn't work is talking more, convincing them homework is necessary, or lecturing them on the importance of doing hard things. What does work is routine and habit building. There is one essential habit to start building today and practice it every day until it becomes routine. The solution is what I call the Homework Huddle. Huddle with your teen. That is, if they'll tolerate you sitting with them or next to them. And if not, just stand around close by. If your physical presence shuts them down, then do this homework huddle virtually, like in Zoom or FaceTime or even by text. Step 1 is to set a timer for only 15 to 20 minutes. That's all. The timer protects your teen from feeling trapped and tortured. And the timer also protects you from dragging it out and trying to cover too much in one sitting. Step 2, your teen does the showing and the telling. Your teen does the talking and the walking, not you. Yes, it will take time and practice to get your teenager where they are doing all the talking, telling, and showing. But this must be a student-led huddle, not a parent-led huddle. So your son or daughter takes you to school on their school computer, and they're going to show you their school pages. They'll show you their online classroom, LMS, learning management system, their assignments, their current grades, what's due, and what's missing. You're looking at it together, but they are doing the showing and the telling. You say nothing. Take in the information and take some notes. If your child doesn't know what to say or where to start, and that will be the case, especially at the beginning, open up Google Classroom and play dumb and say, okay, so what are we looking at here? Or where would you go to find your assignments that are due? And then let them take over from there. Step number 3, review and write down current grades and what's missing. Here's how I train my students who I coach to conduct the homework huddle with me. We start with the grade portal first. And while looking at it together, they're going to read off the subject and its current grade from top to bottom. And I just write that down. I don't say anything. Facts don't care about our feelings. If they have a 98% in history, I write that down. I do not say, ooh, nice job, you're a budding historian. If they say biology, 68%, I simply write that down with a totally neutral and imperturbable face. No gasping at the F's and no cartwheels over the A's. From the grade portal, we now go to open their learning management system. And that's where each class lives online to find what's coming up and what homework has been assigned. The student's leading and navigating over to that page and telling me what's due. And then I just write that down in their student planner. Some students prefer to write it down by themselves. Absolutely go for it. Be my guest. But I'm still taking my own notes too. Now, it's very likely that your student is not going to be eager to show you what's missing. So just be on the lookout for zeros or red X's on the grade pages and search for buttons that say missing or past due. Also keep an eye out for the calendars tabs. And then just make sure you get the status of those items from your student and their plan for turning it in. You're not gonna know if your son or daughter is telling you the truth or giving you only a sliver of the full story. And that is absolutely to be expected and a-okay. Just write down their plan so that you can later scaffold them and help them get caught up. Finally, the last step. When the timer goes off, or right before it goes off, parents, you can finally talk, but you only get 3 questions. That's it. So choose your best ones. And then you're going to tie it off with some good, genuine praise. And then you're going to do it all over again tomorrow. So the 3 questions at the end, keep them simple. Some examples include, so that missing homework packet for history, I see it in your backpack. How about we do it together tonight? Or, honey, what do you think if I send a short and sweet email to your math teacher just to make sure he can give you that extra day for you to do the test corrections? Or, honey, help my brain understand. In the grade portal, all of the classes have 5 or 6 graded assignments, but there's nothing yet in physics. You get the idea. Now give them a sincere thank you for sharing with you. And lastly, don't forget to say something positive. Hey, you had that student planner filled out with all the due dates already. Great job. Maybe I should use a tool like that. Or, wow, each teacher has a different format for assigning work. It's amazing how you keep it all straight. There is always something positive to call out, even when the GPA is low. If you concentrate on where they're progressing and making an effort, they'll do more of that desired behavior. And only then will their efforts carry over to the areas where they're struggling. And that is the power of positive reinforcement. Your student will show you everything or nothing. If you get a little information or a lot, it doesn't matter, because the goal is not perfect data collection. The goal is building a daily habit of calm, consistent communication with your child. Not just so that you can scaffold before they fail a class, but so you can practice and normalize an invaluable tool that allows them to fulfill on student success without RSD beating them up inside with shame and rejection. The Homework Huddle draws them into the light, where they can be transparent, feel safe, and build trust with you. Keep this daily practice, and over time, confidence and academic success, they're gonna come. It's not easy, but it will get easier. And parents tell me that this is what works. Just be together for 15 minutes. Look at school together. Hold that together space clear of expectations or disapproval. Write down what you see and listen to what they say. That's it. 3 important insights to know about this huddle. Never skip it when things are going well. That's actually the time to lean into this check-in, to celebrate their work and to build them up. Also, parents find that tagging on a Pomodoro or 30 minutes body double at the very end is an easy way to help your teenager get a missing assignment done right away and avoids procrastination. And then this last one is so important. College students with ADHD absolutely require a weekly huddle. In fact, they should be obligatory because so many ADHD college students say, I've got this, Mom, let me have my space. I'll prove it to you. Only to come home with all Fs, missings, and a wasted semester. Your teen isn't pushing you away because they don't care. They're protecting themselves from shame and fear and a brain that makes them feel totally overwhelmed. So keep this tool short and calm and consistent, and you'll see over time, you'll replace battles with trust and safety and true academic confidence. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more content on parenting ADHD. And be sure to share it out with another parent who could really benefit from this content. And as always, I'm wishing you all A's in your every parenting endeavor.